Welcome to Gamefix. Today we're taking a look at 10 new PS5 games that look absolutely insane. From massive open worlds and brutal combat to terrifying horror, futuristic worlds and completely rebuilt classics, these games show just how exciting the next wave of PlayStation releases is going to be. So if you're ready, let's get started. The Last Ronin takes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe out of its familiar colorful and lighthearted tone and moves it into a much darker future. In a war-torn New York, we will control the last surviving turtle after losing his family and set out on an almost impossible journey for revenge. The game is based on the Last Ronin comic series, so loneliness, loss, and anger sit at the heart of the story. The fact that the action is being handled by Platinum Games, the studio known for the fast combat of Bayonetta and Nier Automata, raises expectations considerably. If the Ronin's different weapons, ninja abilities, and brutal fighting style are handled properly, this could become far more than an ordinary licensed game. The Last Ronin is one PS5 players should keep a close eye on if they want to see their childhood heroes inside a heavier, more ruthless, and adult revenge story. Marvel's Wolverine already manages to capture Logan's uncontrollable rage and the sheer weight behind his attacks in its first gameplay footage. With his adamantium claws, we will be able to charge directly into enemies, stalk them from the shadows, or ambush them from above. As battles continue, the rage system will make Logan's attacks even more brutal, while interchangeable techniques and adaptations will allow us to shape him around our own playstyle. The footage shows him fighting cybernetic reavers amid destructible environments and combining his attacks with Jean Grey's telekinetic powers. Powerful enemies such as Omega Red also make it clear that wildly swinging the claws will not be enough in every encounter. From the frozen wilderness of Canada to the streets of Tokyo and Madripoor, the journey looks set to keep the game visually fresh. After years of anticipation, Marvel's Wolverine could become one of the best games on PS5 if it truly makes Logan feel as fast, heavy, and vicious as he should.
Some folks can't wait to die.
Start this!
You can't fight the future. The rest is up to you, Cap.
Catch!
Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls reimagines the Marvel heroes we know inside a colorful and stylish anime world. We will build a 4-character team, switch between heroes during battle, and connect assist attacks with long combos. Iconic names such as Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America each use different fighting styles, so choosing a team will be about more than appearance. Alongside traditional commands, easier control options will help newcomers to fighting games join the chaos without feeling lost. Dynamic arenas inspired by Marvel locations, stage transitions, and screen-filling special attacks make every match feel like a playable anime finale. Created by the team behind Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ, Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls looks like the kind of game that PS5 players who enjoy fast team battles will struggle to put down.
I love it when you threaten me. Roasty! Hey, chat, somebody clip that. So elegant! Random bullshit, go! Deadpools assemble! Deadpool Corps!
Agefield High Rock the School brings the long-missing idea of a school-based open world back into the spotlight. Set in a small town that feels like an early 2000s teen movie, the game puts us in control of Sam, a student with only a few months left before graduation. During the week, we will be able to attend classes and improve our grades, or skip school and head into town in search of side activities. If we push the rules too far, teachers and the police can come after us, while the money we earn can be spent on bikes, clothes, hairstyles, and accessories. The map includes the school campus, 2 neighborhoods, the town center, and the surrounding countryside. It is not massive, but that could make the experience feel denser, more active, and more personal. 5 different class types, 32 main missions, 15 side missions, and 2 separate endings also suggest that the game is aiming for more than a handful of school jokes. If Agefield High can bring back that free, rebellious, and chaotic school life without simply copying Bully, it could be well worth checking out for PS5 players looking for something different. After years of anticipation, Grand Theft Auto 6 is preparing to become not only the return of the series, but also the beginning of a new era for open-world games. The story follows Jason and Lucia as they are drawn into a vast criminal network spreading across the state of Leonida after a robbery goes wrong. The trust between them, their escape plans, and their struggle to survive will sit at the heart of the game. From the neon-lit streets of Vice City to its beaches, swamps, and crowded highways, every area appears to have a life of its own. The way crowds react to their surroundings, along with the facial animations, vehicle details, water effects, and nighttime lighting, makes it clear that Rockstar is once again pushing its level of detail further. With its story, enormous open world, and technical power, GTA 6 is arriving as one of the biggest games not only of 2026, but of the entire PS5 generation.
Found the Nexus sector is now arriving. Please wait for everyone.
Stellar Blade: Blood Rain leaves the bright wastelands of the first game behind and moves into a much denser city drowning beneath constant rain. This time, the story follows a new protagonist named Evie, while ordinary-looking people suddenly transforming into creatures makes the streets feel dangerous from the very beginning. The 3.5-minute in-game trailer shows that Evie will not rely entirely on a sword, charging into enemies with powerful punches, technological equipment, and rapid close-range attacks. Striking lighting, crowded environments, and scenes breaking apart during combat create a darker and more brutal atmosphere than before. Blood Rain retains Stellar Blade's fast action, but its new protagonist, more physical fighting style, and oppressive urban setting are pushing the series far beyond a safe sequel. Phantom Blade Zero brings sword combat to the screen with the incredible speed of a Hong Kong action movie instead of tying it to a heavy pace. Soul, an elite assassin working for an organization called The Order, is mortally wounded after being accused of a murder he did not commit and must uncover the truth within the 66 days he has left. Timed parries, sudden counterattacks, acrobatic dodges, and different weapons turn every fight into an almost fully choreographed action scene. As we move through its dark, semi-open world, we will face mechanical creatures, masked warriors, and enormous bosses. The style that the developer calls Kung Fu Punk combines wuxia aesthetics with dark fantasy and industrial design. Phantom Blade Zero does more than simply look fast. It arrives as one of those PS5 games that makes every strike feel heavy, risky, and graceful at the same time. Halo Campaign Evolved does more than simply polish Master Chief's first major battle, turning it into a modern action game. We will return to the Halo Ring world and relive the classic missions with completely rebuilt environments and cinematics as we fight alongside Cortana against Covenant forces. Updated controls, smoother transitions between missions, and weapons added from later games in the series bring the combat closer to today's standards. 3 new bonus missions expand the original campaign with new environments and enemies, while Wraith tanks and hijackable vehicles increase the scale of the battles. 2-player split screen and 4-player online co-op also provide a strong reason to experience the journey again with friends. Halo's first ever arrival on PlayStation makes Campaign Evolved far more significant than an ordinary remake.
Down, man! Triggers down!
Alien Isolation 2 takes the constant feeling of being hunted, the strongest part of the first game, to a distant colony planet. After discovering a mysterious wreck, a research team unknowingly unleashes a deadly creature inside the settlement, and every corridor that once seemed safe quickly becomes a trap. If the survival tension we remember from the first game returns, carefully reading the environment, avoiding unnecessary noise, and hiding at the right moment will once again be essential. Narrow passages, flickering lights, industrial rooms, and dark outdoor areas create a heavy sense of pressure even in the first trailer. Never knowing where the xenomorph might appear makes even opening a simple door feel dangerous. If Creative Assembly pushes the series' tension built around silence, uncertainty, and constant pursuit even further, Alien Isolation 2 will become one of the most striking horror comebacks on PS5. Resident Evil Veronica brings back one of the series' most important, yet long overlooked stories in a completely rebuilt form. After the events of Raccoon City, Claire Redfield sets out to find her brother Chris and ends up trapped on an isolated island in the middle of a biological disaster. As every escape route begins to close, the dark history of the Ashford family, deadly creatures, and the return of Albert Wesker push the story into increasingly dangerous territory. A third-person camera and dark environments rebuilt with modern technology will bring the gothic horror of the original into the modern Resident Evil style. Developed by the team behind the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes, Veronica retells one of Claire and Chris's most difficult battles on PS5 in a much darker and more striking way.
Don't move, Claire Redfield.